All right, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to the Crypto Truth, where I give you the truth as I see it. Okay, so I have a little bit of energy. Hello, I have a little bit of energy. This video, I'm warning you, is going to be long, but I am not going to rant as much on my long videos. I'm going to answer these questions and kind of do a little deep dive into Holochain. So my last video was about how I think that the Holo organization will respond to the AMA questions, and that's if they even answer those questions. But also, I kind of gave my opinion on exactly where their mentality is as far as that's concerned. Okay, now for my opinions. So, for a lot of you guys, if you are, I'm just going to say it like this. I am going to be telling the truth. I'm going to be saying a lot of great things about Holochain and a few things, Holo organization, and a few things about the Holo organization that you may or may not want to hear. So, all of you guys know that I am a huge Holochain fan. I believe in the technology. I do think that, no company, no organization is perfect. And as far as the people are concerned, I do not hate them. I do not love them. They're just people. I don't know them personally. I'm one of those people, unless I know you personally, or I just get that weird feeling, there's just one person out there in which, you see him for the first time, you just want to punch him in the face. You shouldn't, but I'm just saying, like, there's always one person out there. Nobody on the Holo organization, obviously, rubs me that way. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I just wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way. So, from the questions that was asked me before, here are my opinions, and let's start with the first question. WPR says, my questions: what is the plan for HOT and its utility? Will it still be used after Holo Fuel is out? And is it the only gateway to exchange Holo Fuel into other cryptocurrencies? So here's the deal. The plan, and this is remember all of these, so I'm prefacing I do your own research. This is my opinions. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know 1,000% sure what they're going to do, but here's what they should do, and here's what my opinion is as far as the HOT token is concerned. So the HOT token will be used after Holo Fuel is out. It says, what is the plan for HOT and its utility? The plan for it is that it is backed by Holo Fuel, right? So Holo Fuel is going to be a source of energy. Where's that energy coming from? Well, it's coming from Holo hosting, right? So people are going to be earning Holo Fuel, and at the same time, while Holo Fuel is being earned, people are going to want to exchange their Holo Fuel into the HOT token so that they can, buy Ethereum or whatever other token out there, or whatever it is, or they can just keep HOT and hold HOT. So they as an investor, you have to figure out exactly how you want to do that depending on what you're doing. So we're gonna do a little bit deep dive into exactly Holo Fuel and what my opinions are, but I'm going to wait for the other question because you guys know that I've already looked at all the questions from the last one. And yes, it will still be used after Holo Fuel is out, and that is the purpose. So again, Holo Fuel, and I'm going to remind you guys, Holo Fuel is a micropayment system. Many people seem to forget that. I don't understand. If with a micropayment system, you have to have large quantities, and that's why the tokenomics for Holo Fuel is unlimited, but it's tied to energy. So again, just like the sun is unlimited, but we still regulate electricity and everything else in between that we receive from the sun. So it's the same kind of deal. So it's backed by that type of energy. We're going to get deep into that a little bit because we're going to get into listings and all that kind of stuff, because I read something interesting on Twitter, and I wanted to bring it to you guys' attention as well. So, and it says, is it the only gateway to exchange hollow fuel into cryptocurrency. So hot will be the medium, right? So you're going to have to sell your hollow fuel or trade your hollow fuel, switch your hollow fuel, however you want to say it, into the hot token. And once you get once you get the hot token, then you can go into whatever. However, that's just the beginning. There will be a point in time in which they are planning to have it backed by other assets, right? So that when someone switches their hollow fuel, so hollow fuel can be swapped to whatever currency that they're using. But that's going to take a long time because obviously it depends on what country and whether they're adapting to anything. And we're going to get into that. Man, we're going to get into that because someone asked that question. I was so excited yesterday and I kind of got real sleepy. So I apologize, you guys, for not having this video up earlier. And, but yeah. So, okay. So why invest in hot? So I'm going to go specifically here and say the hot token, right? I don't want to go into Holochain or the hollow fuel. So Holochain is the technology. If you want to invest in the technology, you can invest in it in more ways other than monetarily. If you're talking about the hot token as far as a medium of exchange or using it as an exchange or store of value, right? To hold on to it because it's going to gain value over time, which is what? 50 to, I'm going to say 75% to 80 people mostly care about. Some people don't care about the price. They're like, here, look here, I don't care about the price. I just care about the tech. When the tech comes out, man, it's going to be awesome. But we all know that from a large amount of us, including myself, are people who have invested into the hot token because we believe we believe that if you get into an organization or support an organization in the beginning, that obviously you can reap rewards from that, right? You can reap gains from the hot token, and there's the purpose. So the reason why you would want to invest in the hot token is because you are super duper extremely early. And man, I'm telling you, in the other questions, I'm so excited to answer those questions because you guys have to understand, we are super duper early. Why do you guys think that a lot of people don't understand okay, let me put it this way. When the YouTubers are all out there and they're saying, well, the hot token, man, it's looking great. And let's look into what's going on here in the distributed ledger technology. Oh, and they have hollow fuel. Oh, and now hollow ports are out. And they start talking about all that stuff. When you're at that point, that's when you're at the beginning. That's when you're at the beginning. So where we are now is super duper early because nothing's out. Like they're first off, they're in alpha. They're not even in beta yet. And then, by the way, we're going to answer that. We're going to get into that later as well. So there's some Twitter things and some things I want to talk about as far as alpha and beta and all that good stuff. So going back to investing in hot, we are all super early. I'm investing in hot. I can't tell you guys what to do, but I'm investing in the hot token because I want to be super duper early. Also, I'm investing in a hot token because unlike some of you guys, I don't have extra streams of revenue. I only had one stream of revenue. It went in to the hot token and that was it. That was it. It just stayed there, like not moving. Why? Is because of the fact that I can't add to it. So I don't have any choice but to hold. I got to have diamond hands because if I don't, then, this is for me personally, this is for my future because I'm not going to have a 401k. And most of us, and I'm definitely not depending on Social Security. And for some of you guys who don't understand what Social Security is over here in America, don't worry about it. You don't need to know about it. It's ridiculous. But anyway, so the next question is, and by the way, that was from Brada, Canon stuff, says, how far away are they from release? And the new country I'm moving to for work has banned crypto. So could I still be a host as I was thinking about hosting? All right. Listen. So here's the deal. This is something that's really, really complicated. It's complicated, right? So when you are hosting and you're earning hollow fuel, You are not obtaining, hollow fuel is not a cryptocurrency. You guys have to get that in your head. Hollow fuel is not a cryptocurrency. Repeat it after me. Should I say it again? I'm not going to do that to y'all. But the point is that it's not a cryptocurrency, okay? So this is a mutual credit system. Now, what does that mean? How do we label that? I'm going to talk about that later as well in the other questions, because again, this is why a lot of things are so complicated. So depending on what country you're in, and I give you this. So if you are playing a video game, no matter what video game it is, and you're earning credits, right? Let me use, I play Overwatch. So you're playing Overwatch, and they have like this little money thing, and you earn like little credit thingies, and then you buy all these little things like skins and stuff like that in their own store with that. It's the exact same thing, except that this is going to be on the internet, right? On a Holo hosting. So on, Holo Store, whatever we have. One of the positive things that you need to understand now, as far as the hot token is concerned, now that is a cryptocurrency because it is an ERC20 token. And what you need to understand is if you're going to be able, and this is something that's interesting. The plan for Hollow Fuel is that you will be able to have your Hollow Fuel paired to whatever local currency you have. So if you are hosting, if you already bought your Holoport, and then let's say and I'm going to even say this, let's say you're in China and they're like, whoa, you can't do that. Whoa, wait a second. I don't have any cryptocurrency. This isn't cryptocurrency. And if they say you can't have any credits or digits or anything else in between, well, what is a reward system? That means that 99% of any reward system, cashback system, or anything else in between, credit system, airplane miles, video game credits that you've earned that you can trade in and do anything with, within that same atmosphere, within that same ecosystem, that's illegal. Now, if that's illegal, we have a problem. And that's exactly what's even going to happen. Even in China. So even in the most deepest ones, this is my own personal opinion, even in the most deepest countries that absolutely positively hate cryptocurrency, they will have no problems with Hollow Fuel. And this is a perfect segue. While we're here, I might as well go ahead and segue into this and answer this question. So a lot of people I've been seeing on Twitter that they're talking to the United States about, making sure that it's not a security and everything. Let me tell you something. America don't even know what security is and what's not a security, especially when it comes to anything digital. We ain't got nothing settled. So in my humble opinion, I don't understand why HOT is not listed on the Coinbase or some of the big American exchanges. Why? I don't understand. Because here's my thinking. Do you know how many projects, do you know how many cryptocurrency projects that they have listed on there? Do you know how many are actually real securities? And do you really think that the SEC, by the way, they only hit up XRP. Do you really think the SEC is going to go through all of those crypto projects and say, well, we're going to tackle them one by one, when they're still having problems with just one, and that's XRP, and it's not even considered a security? They're still trying to figure out what it is. And even if it was a security, let's go back. Even if it was a security in the United States of America, it wouldn't be a security elsewhere. And that's the biggest issue that we're having in the United States, is we have to understand that ain't nobody care about what we think things are. Now, as far as our citizens are concerned, because I am a United States of American citizen, by the way, I don't know how long that's going to be, because let me tell you something. I'm going to cut it right here. I'm going to tell you something. New Zealand, thank you guys very much. New Zealand just banned smoking. Just banned smoking. And some of you guys, you know how I feel about smoking. I can't stand smoking. When I'm around here, going into Walmart, going to any place, and they say no smoking inside, everybody's smoking outside, which means everybody got to smoke right at the door, which means that I got to do a barrel roll in order to get into the store, or / hold my breath and look like Kirby going inside of Walmart, because of the fact, or 7-Eleven or whatever gas station I'm going to, because of the fact that smoking is still legal here. So let me tell you something. Being able to walk around and breathe and not have to worry about choking up any kind of cigarette smoke or any kind of smoke, period, that is amazing. Now, I know a lot of you guys are talking about your freedom and your freedom to do everything. I want the freedom to breathe, okay? Can a brother get the freedom to breathe? Anyway, all right, we're going to leave it at that. That's my rant on that part. But anyway, yes, I am a United States of American citizen, okay? So because of that, I am totally aware of how they're going to, and we talked about this in my class when I was going to school, obviously back in the day. But anyway, we talked about the Howey test. We talked about, and I explained that it is not possible for them to be able to use the Howey test to figure out whether something's a security or not. So I don't know what's really going on behind the scenes between the Holo organization and who they're talking to, what lawyers they're talking to with a Binance US listing or a Coinbase listing, because to me, it just doesn't make any kind of sense whatsoever. I mean, to me, it seems like you're in the green. I mean, everybody else has already hit the gas and go and went, and we still over here looking at the police officer, asking him, "Hey, the light is green. Should we go?" Well, I don't know. Technically, the police officer over there looking at you like you're crazy. Look, I understand how it is, and everyone wants to abide by rules and regulations and make sure that they don't break anything, right? But let me tell you guys something. Over here in America, and I'm not saying it's right, but over here in America, you know what that rule? You know what most people's laws and regulations are? You break it, and if somebody says something about it, then you change it. You ask for forgiveness, and you move forward. All there is to it. Now, what's the worst case scenario? The worst case scenario, if you are listed on Binance, if you're listed on Binance US or Coinbase or anything else in between, the worst case scenario is the fact that they're like, well, they're not going to tell you to delist it, because if they ask you to delist it, or if they ask Coinbase or Binance US to take it off, then they're going to have a damn good reason they got to have a damn good reason to have you take it off. And then they got to explain everything, exactly what they're going through with XRP. This whole thing with XRP is just a statement, and it's going to go away. So I'm letting you guys know that right now. So that's my opinion on that. That's why I'm not really fully understanding exactly, if we really wanted to do things according to governments and different things like that, then, nobody would be doing anything in the crypto space. 10 years ago, blockchain was out, Bitcoin was out, and we're still waiting on regulation for that. They still ain't got nothing. So my concern is that, are we going to be waiting forever? Because unless they are fully, unless they are, how do you explain all of this, right? Especially to your investors. Now, okay, before I even get into the investor part, because I'm going to get into that later. I still got more questions. I told you guys last night that this was going to be a long video, and it is going to be a long video. So anyway, going back to hot and hollow fuel. This is my opinion. This is what I think is going on. I believe that they know for a fact, and everybody knows for a fact, that the hot token will be backed by hollow fuel. But here's the thing. What would be the correct definition of hollow fuel? See, hollow fuel is the issue, not the hot token. Because not only that, you got to find out a way, because they say that, well, there's some decentralized exchanges, I believe. What was it the other day? Was it Ion? Oh, no, not Ion. Orion protocol. There's some, they're talking about, using and adapting Holochain and being able to use hollow fuel. But here's the thing. How do you put hollow fuel into an exchange, right? Because it's a mutual credit system. That means that it has to be updated all the time, which means that it has to be connected to the Holo organization or the Hollow Fuel ecosystem. It just has to be. But not only that, but what is it going to have, an infinity sign and say that it's infinity because anybody can have, an infinity amount of hot tokens and you just have to earn it? But it's backed by energy. You just can't get it out of thin air. So it has some value there. So this is all confusing. So I wouldn't even worry about, if I'm in any country or wherever I am, I wouldn't even worry about hollow fuel. I'd be worried about hot token, because the hot token is an ERC20 token, and that itself is a cryptocurrency. And that we can talk about whether it's a security or not. And obviously, it's not. and when you say security, depending on what country, I don't know what country you're in or how they deem securities or what they label it as. But if they're using the same measurements or the same standards as the United States of America, be prepared, because you're gonna be here for a while, because they don't even understand what they're even translating in the first place. So we're still going by the 1930 whatever is called Howey test or whatever, and everybody else is still moving forward. Japan is moving forward. Singapore is moving forward. A lot of other countries are moving forward, and we're still over here twiddling our thumbs trying to figure out, okay, well, is this security or is it not? Oh, is this in your hands? No, it's in your hands. Oh, no, it's in your hands. Let me tell you something. If you guys are waiting for the United States of America to figure out what's going on, you're going to be waiting for a while. All right, I'm going to close it right there. All right, let's move forward. So, Crypto K Dub. My question, what's the timetable for beta testing? Been with you since the car, bro. Again, I really appreciate that. It has been a wild ride, right? For all of us. So here's the thing. With the timetable for the beta testing, I don't think beta testing is going to be done. Now, I've seen a lot of people and they're saying, oh, is Arthur Brock, is it going to be by the end of the year? Oh, we got a couple of weeks. They're testing out Holo Fuel, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you guys something. I even said this in my previous videos. I know that not all of you have seen my previous videos, but I even said it in my previous videos. I said, hey, look here. I don't think it's going to be done by the end of the year. I just don't. If anything, I'm looking at February or March timeframe where they just start to enter beta testing. And I also have my theories on that, because I believe that before they go into beta, they're going to want those new holoports, which is also one of the questions on here. And I'm gonna get it, the new holoports that's going to be coming in January. I think that they're going to want those uploaded, and that's going to be interesting. So I do believe that I'm looking at me personally. I'm looking at a February. I'm looking at really a February, March timeframe. But let me tell you something. While this technology is amazing, they are on the cuffs. I mean, we are in prime time. I've stated this before. If we have a mega bull run, and by the way, we have to separate, right, the tech from the hot token and what you're trying to invest. So I'm only talking about from the investing standpoint. If we have a mega bull run and we're not in beta yet, we're going to make serious gains, but it won't be as much as if they are in beta, they have something going, we're moving forward. We go through a mega bull run, and I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be packing up my bags and moving to New Zealand. I'm just saying, with my hot tub, because I like hot baths. That's just who I am. All right. So again, we're looking at something. We're looking at something in which it's a great, like I said, the best way I can describe it, and you guys have heard me say this plenty of times, so I'm going to cut it short, but Dreamcast, Sega Dreamcast type of feel to it. Great technology. One of the first of its kind. No marketing, no backing, no anything. People couldn't understand what was going on. And what happened? All of the other systems just took off. Why? Better marketing. People were involved. People were building more on it. People was building on Sega. There was a lot of developers who were building Sega video games. And I mean, there still are. Sega's still an organization, but let me tell you something. It is not big. It is not as big as Sony. It is not big as Microsoft with the Xbox. It is not big as Nintendo, which by the way is from Japan. And by the way, why is Japan always the ones that seems to be able to get stuff, right? They're the ones who with cryptocurrency. They're like, man, you go over there, you talk about cryptocurrency, and they're already ahead of the time. So again, that's why I'm really confident that Kazuna, I'm really excited about Kazuna. I really hope they come out. I have a lot of things that I want to talk about Kazuna, but I'm going to stick with these questions. I'm going to make I actually might make another couple of videos tomorrow, but tonight I'm going to make this video, and then I'm also going to ask a question to you meme holders, and it's just going to be a real short video asking a question. But for now, let's go ahead and get back into the questions. Okay. Mathieu Costel said, hey, he was agreeing with the other guy saying, hey, yeah, why should we invest in hot? I've already stated that. Okay. Ricky Ricky. Okay, I'm not going to say that last name there. My question: how does Holo intend on getting mass adoption when they are only sending out 1,000 Holo ports in January that were ordered in September? Okay, before I even start continuing on there, because they asked you some more stuff, I'm going to answer this question right here. The fact of the matter is they're trying to get these Holo ports in so they can start beta. All right, because they're going to need more Holo ports to start beta. Now, as far as mass adoption is concerned, we are going to enter mass adoption when all of the systems, right, could be able to host their own all of the wow, how should I say it? Computers, all of the computers, people's phones, everything else between. We're going to reach mass adoption when anyone can use their own hardware. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Own hardware or device. And that's going to be so that they can host their own stuff. They can do whatever they want to do. And then they own their own information. So that's going to be very interesting. And as far as getting mass adoption, they just need more marketing, man. I don't understand. Look. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This is the worst. And they say they're not marketing or anything else in between. Yes, you are. Let's not just call a spade a spade. Let's not BS our way into thinking that the Holo organization is not about making money. They are about making money. They do have a purpose of the reason why they're making money, which is another thing. And like I said, always look behind the scenes because they could be great. Look, it could be an excellent reason of why they will want to build as much fun as they possibly can. Why they're building Holochain, why they built Holochain, why they're building the Holo organization, what are they doing with Holo hosting, all these things. They need money. And again, we all need money in order to survive and resources and different things like that. So I think that all of this is great. But people, let's not fool ourselves into thinking that there's no meaning behind it or there's no purpose behind it, because behind every organization, whether it's a good organization or a bad organization, doesn't matter. There's a goal. There's an end goal to everything. So again, that's where you have to really look deep down and say, okay, what's really happening here and what is the purpose? Now, let's go back to this mass adoption thing. I don't understand why you would have something like Holochain and not say anything about it. We got Amazon Web Services shutting down. We got decentralized exchanges that are getting hacked every moment. All the time. Not every moment, but you know what I mean. We have a lot of things going on in which Holochain is looking to solve the problem. And nobody is batting an eye. Like, I don't understand. Nobody is even like, and then what I mean by batting an eye is nobody's even looking at Holochain, or not many people are looking at Holochain. And it is not because it's not done yet. Ethereum 2.0 is not even done yet. And people have been talking about Ethereum 2.0 for 3-4 years. Well, really 2-3 years. They've been talking about all of these advances and all these. The same thing with the Lightning Network, which is, I believe, is will work. But the point is that all of these upgrades and different things people have been talking about for a long period of time, and Cardano for a long period of time, it's not out yet. It's not fully done yet. So that's what I mean by why are these companies or organizations so great right now? It's because of the fact that they're bringing in people and they say, hey, you have a problem here and my project can help you. Oh, and by the way, we've already done this testing, that testing. We've already done what we call elemental chat, elemental chess. We've already secured communications from this point to this point. We already know that it works. We already know that everything's going down. We have a game plan. And let me tell you something, guys. In 9 months, this is going to be fully out. We're looking forward to a 9-month time frame in which we're going to be totally out and good to go. And we won't even be in beta anymore. We'll be past beta. When you tell people these things, this is what creates mass adoption, because then you're gonna have the person, first off, you're going to have all kinds of people within every single organization. And I don't understand, but the Holo organization have to understand. You're going to have these wide-eyed people. Holochain is the best. It's the greatest. And it's going to change the whole entire world. And everything is just going to be great. And it's going to be amazing. And it's going to be so impactful to our communities. Thank you, Holochain. Thank you for the Holo organization for bringing this. And it's going to come. It's going to come. It's going to come. It doesn't matter how long it takes. We're going to have this technology, and it's going to be in the people's hands, and it's going to be just wonderful. Or we have those people who are like, hey, man, this is a great technology. Man, what's going on here? Let me look into this. Oh, okay, all right, all right. Oh, you know what? I'm a developer. You know what? I was thinking, man, that's a great idea. Wait. See, so other people can host, and I don't have to worry about. Oh, okay. I don't have to worry about anything being shut down. Amazon Web Services, anything like that. No. And then, yeah, man, it's a whole lot cheaper too. What? Man, this is a great idea, man. You know what? How do I invest in this? How do I start getting involved with this? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have those types of people. Then you're gonna have those types of people that'll be like, and you guys know who I'm talking about, because I know some of you guys out there are like this. Man, Holochain, man, they talking about they hiring on Twitter. Come on, bruh. How you gonna be hiring on Twitter? You got you got people that's in your organization that's working for other organizations and trying to help them out with their own cryptocurrency project, and you ain't even finished Holochain yet. Come on, man. Y'all said y'all been here for like 2-3 years. The price has been the same. Y'all talking about y'all ain't even hit beta yet. Like, I mean, I'm just gonna be honest here. Like, if I had invested in a different crypto project, I'd be making way more money because that's what, they are working on things, and they're moving forward, and they're also, they're promoting things, and I'm getting excited, and I can tell my family about this project because it's actually an easy project to talk about. Yeah, I'm still asking questions about Holochain 2 years later, and I'm deeply involved into the project. So, I mean, come on, I can't even go to Thanksgiving and talk to my friends and my family about Holochain because, well, it's just too complicated to understand. But I guarantee you, man, I told them about Shiba Inu and they jumped right in on it. It's crazy. All right, we got all kinds of people in this world. We're going to have all kinds of investors. We're going to have people hyping up Holochain. We're going to have people tearing down Holochain, the Holo organization. We're going to have people building the Holo organization. We're going to have people encouraging the Holo organization. We're going to have people talking trash about the Holo organization. There's all types of people in this world. So what do? As a company, as an organization, you control the situation. You maintain control. And how you control the situation is by being transparent, and you tell people exactly what it is. Hey, look here. This is our company. This is our organization. And I'm not saying, hey, invest in us or not, just have faith in us or not. No. This ain't no religious stuff here. I'm talking about, hey, you know what? Here's what we are. We have intentions to do X, Y, and Z. We do have a roadmap of here, and this is how we're going to get things done. Bam! That's how you do it. Oh, and by the way, what is your intent? Well, my intent for the hot token, my intent for Holo Fuel, my intent for Holo hosting, and this is what I think is going to happen, and this is what I want to happen. Why? Because I've done my research. I've done all kinds of philosophical understanding when it comes to money and currency. And I know that Arthur Brock and Eric Harris Braun, I couldn't think of his name yesterday. Eric Harris Braun, they all have experience talking and dealing with currency and understanding about energy and where it's coming from. I understand me personally, I understand all of those things. But here's the thing. Everybody, when you are not transparent, you don't have to tell everybody everything. This is your organization. But when you don't tell people nothing, or if they're confused, you need to go ahead and unravel that confusion so people are not confused anymore. We still have people, by the way, it's going to go into the next question here, but we still have people wondering whether to have hot or whether to have Holo Fuel, and they're talking about all of this swapping and stuff. Okay, so here's so we're going to go ahead with Ricky, the second part of that question. How are they going to swap hollow fuel? I did a poll on Twitter. Let me go here. He said I did a poll on Twitter, and 64% of people voted to keep hot tokens, and 36% voted to swap to hollow fuel. So there's a lot of people confused about what to do about that as well, right? So again, they're still trying to figure out, okay, how are we going to do this? And by the way, the Holo organization said, oh, well, no, we're going to do it. All you have to do is go here to wherever they tell us to go, because it's not going to be on exchanges. And they're going to swap hollow fuel, your hot tokens, to hollow fuel 1-to-1. But people are trying to figure out, should I even do that in the first place? Right? And that is a money question. That is an investing question. And that's a question that's on everybody's mind. Now, I know Arthur Brock said something along the lines of it's going to be just like how Bitcoin is the first to run on blockchain. The hot token will be the first to run on Holochain, which is great, which is wonderful. There ain't 21 million of them, though. Just throwing it out there. There's 177 billion. A little bit different. By the way, more questions. Once everyone switch over from their hot tokens into hollow fuel, well, a lot of people are going to do that. Can they switch back? Hey, you know what? I didn't want my hollow fuel. I want to get back to my hot token. Can you switch back? These are questions. So, in a way, moving forward, Mr. Alex Storyteller says, should Hot get into NFT for the show of it? So first off, if you're saying for the show of it, first off, they ain't going to do nothing for the show. I'm going to tell you that right now. So if you're looking for an organization to do anything, to do any kind of flips, circus clown, juggling, whatever you thinking that the Holo organization is trying to do, they ain't going to do any of that. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna go there. The point is they're not bending over backwards, forwards, sideways, or anything else in between for any kind of attention whatsoever. Okay, so that's something that's number one. Number two, as far as the NFTs, they do talk about NFTs and how it is definitely possible on Holochain. So that's a positive thing, because right now everyone's talking about NFTs, but I think that there's so much more that can be done. Not just from because everyone's talking about NFTs and having on video games and non-fungible tokens and having an art, not just from the art point of view, all right, but from a technical point of view, to be able to go from one place to another, or to have something or somebody owns something and it's completely and totally theirs and nobody else can get it. Nobody else can take it. All right. So, yeah, there's some YouTube videos of people who were interested in making NFTs on Holochain, and they talked to, I believe it was Arthur Brock, if I'm not mistaken, about it and stuff like that. So, yeah. All right. So, Tim Moose Man, I'm going to mess up your name. I'm so sorry. My question, I'm going to just say Timus. My question, when the next Holoports was sent to the people, they say that some people will receive it in January. I'm asking about the next. So, oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, we have some people that are going to be receiving the Holoports in January, right? We're a little bit more on that later. And so they're going to be receiving these Holoports in January, and this individual is asking about the Holoports after that. Well, again, because of supply chain issues and a lot of things that's going on, and how long it's taken for those who have ordered the Holoports, and then also to give the people who had the nanos to upgrade into the Holoports, that's something as well that that they were doing. So again, we should only think one step at a time. My guess is these Holoports that are coming out, and by the way, these Holoports that are coming out sometime in January, I believe that they're going to be the initiation for beta, or the continuation for beta. So I think they're going to start off small with beta, and then I think that as these hollow ports start going, being run up, that it'll be a great thing for their testing, and then we'll work on from there. As far as they'll be testing out hollow fuel pretty soon, at least that's what they're saying on Twitter. We'll check that out later, and maybe they'll answer that in the AMA. All right, Jan. All right. My question would be, can they explain how the relation between hot and hollow fuel? Do they eventually both will have, for instance, a listing at an exchange, and will the price always have a pairing? Thanks for your great suggestion. Okay, yeah. So again, this goes back to the listing, right? Because if they're having issues just with the hot token, how many issues are they going to have with Coinbase? So again, don't look for it. I know a lot of people are like, oh man, hollow fuel is going to be on every exchange and all this kind of stuff. No. And if it is, it ain't going to be anytime soon. That's why they're giving this whole, they even stated that it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. And not only that, but it's all about rules and regulations and everything else between that Coinbase and all Binance US and all the other US exchanges got to figure out. Not only that, not just US exchanges, all exchanges are going to have to figure out how in the world are we get this on here, right? Because now, if it's on an exchange, again, what's the supply? They're going to have to make an infinity amount because they don't know what the supply is going to be like. The supply is going to continually change because as people build up the hollow portion and start earning hollow fuel, well, that's just another person that's going to be able to earn hollow fuel. So we're looking at something in which there's an infinite amount of energy, just as similar as, by the way, this is going to take less energy than Bitcoin. So if anybody out there is thinking that they're going to have to get an ASIC miner and get all of this expensive equipment or easy equipment only to get a couple of Satoshis, this is something different because this is something that is actually backed by a service, right? So again, Arthur Brock and Eric Harris Brown talk about it as far as, I'm going to give you something, you're going to give me something. Okay, and so there's that the exchange, and then this exchange can happen with multiple things and multiple apps and all this kind of stuff. So again, there's going to be multiple reasons why companies, organizations might want to use hollow fuel for their own personal means. So they're going to earn hollow fuel, and then they're going to use hollow fuel. So this is one of those things to where, or they'll switch hollow fuel into the hot token, which, for me personally, I think will happen with most businesses and organizations, just so they can have something on their balance sheet, because they're going to need something on their balance sheet. All right. So yeah, that is an issue. I don't think that they're going to have both of them at the same time. I think the hot token is going to be listed. It's already listed, but I don't know when it's going to be listed in America. And then as far as hollow fuel is concerned, I honestly, personally don't think it's going to be on exchanges. If it is going to be on exchanges, it's going to be on very few exchanges in the beginning. And obviously, I think they said something about a decentralized exchange. So if the hot token has a decentralized exchange, then maybe it'll be there. And that might be an easier way because there won't be any fees. And then everybody can just jump in and get hot token, or reverse. It might not be one-to-one, but they can still reverse it and get more hollow fuel. And they don't have to, earn the hollow fuel. I don't know why you would do that, but again, it's still there. Thank you, Jan. All right. Andre, win Lambo, sir. I'm gonna tell you what. And you gotta laugh at emoji there. I know it's funny because people are like, win Lambo. Let me tell you guys something. Me personally, I'm a person, I don't care about Lamborghinis. I don't care about cars, fancy cars, or anything else in between. Look, I'm a regular guy. I have a base model Toyota Camry. I do. And I'm not afraid to say it. I don't have any notion to get these big, huge, hunking trucks. Okay, I might get a truck for paddleboarding because I do like paddleboarding. But I'm not going to get any huge, any rims and sparkling paint and colors and stuff. I just need my stuff to go from point A to point B. Most of my money, for me, it wouldn't be win Lambo. It would be win hot tub because I'm going to have a nice hot tub. That's for sure. Okay. Hot takes off, I'm getting a nice hot tub. All there is to it. Okay. When beta. Yeah. You put a laughing emoji there. Yeah. Good one. All right. So, oh man. One second here. One second. One second. This is the so this is the one where no. This is the one. Come on. There we go. All right, this is the one where I had to, I had to change it. I had to switch it over to English. Again, Android, will holoports have the same reward during the alpha phase? As far as income, as far as anything concerning holo fuel and how much you're going to be able to earn, you're not going to know that. That's all supply and demand stuff. Okay, that just is what it is. So obviously, the more holoports you have, not holoports in general, but the more holoports you have, the more holo fuel you'll be able to earn. Right? What will be this amount as far as tokens each month? Again, we don't know. That's something we just don't know. I have my sneaking suspicion that it's I'm not even gonna be able to take a wild guess on that one. During the beta phase, what yields will each model give? So for so this person is saying, hey, in beta, will the one in it says nano here, but they're not doing it nano. Will the holoports or holoport pluses, and how much, which one will give the most, and where is it going to be? Again, these are all things that we're just not going to know. This is something that we're really not going to know. The closest thing that we can do is compare it to what Amazon Web Services is doing. But then again, we have to translate that to holofuel, because holofuel is not going to be $1 immediately. I don't know. It may be. If it is, hey, hey, but again, even if holofuel was worth $1 immediately, that means that we have to translate that over. It's for holofuel is for micropayments, and that's why I always say, you guys got to really do your research when it comes to that. It's very important to understand tokenomics. Okay, all right. During the first 6 months of the exchange will be 1-to-1. Can be both. Can it be done in both directions? So in the beginning, they really haven't talked about people who switch from hot to hollow fuel, but then it was like, oh, well, I want to go from hollow fuel to hot. Well, if you did that, then there would be no purpose in even going into hollow fuel in the first place. So why not just keep the hot? So if you're going to play, if you're playing the trading game to kind of trade back and forth and see, well, this one's rising and this one's going down and all this kind of stuff, I wouldn't do that. I would look at the long run and find out which one is going to yield, give you the most profits. But that's my own personal opinion with that. All right. Comment on these two, please. Holochain and the metaverse. Holochain and Web 3.0. All right. This is from Bashir. All right, Mr. Ali Ababwa. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I gotta do it, man. I love Aladdin. So, Holochain in the metaverse. So we've already discussed, and they actually have YouTube videos, and I'm gonna point you guys to the YouTube videos. You guys just gotta do your research. Put in Holochain, metaverse, different things like that. They've talked about this before. They've talked about creating a society or some game on Holochain. Now, this is very difficult to do. And by the way, I'm going to say this. For all you guys who are out there talking about metaverse and all these coins that are going up for metaverse, you know what's going to happen? This is my own personal opinion. People are going to figure out that this is hard to do. They're going to figure out exactly how difficult it is. When we say metaverse, now we're thinking video games and stuff like that. No. We're talking about metaverse. We're talking about a whole entire 3D RPG world in which you'll be able to pretty much just live in it or do or have a tokenomics in an entirely different ecosystem. Please, guys, remember, as far as the hot token is concerned, you're not going to have to use the hot token if you are going to use Holochain, right? So people are going to be using Holochain. People are going to be using Holochain and not even know about it. All right. So remember that Holochain does not have a token. Does not have a coin, right? We do have a token that is going to be backed by Holo Fuel, and that is the mediator there. So I do believe that there's going to be a lot to happen there, but I think it's going to be years from now. It takes years to build a solid video game, a very, very good, solid video game. And so I see all this hype about the metaverse and stuff like that. The ones that are going to make it are the ones that have already stepped their toes in and had their toes in, stepped in there for like 2 or 3 years ago. Not the ones that are starting right now. Oh, we just did this and we're going to have this in the metaverse and that in the metaverse. Well, good luck to you. Now, as far as video games are concerned, you guys know I'm huge into video games. I have a lot of ideas of how to maximize video games and the tokenomics of it and different things like that. But again, that's that. Holochain and Web 3.0. I believe that there's going to be, oh my goodness, man. People talk about this whole Web 3.0 thing, and I'm going to tell you this. I believe that Holochain is going to be such a different beast that is absolutely going to change the way we communicate point blank in the story overall, period. Like, I don't even think of this as Web 3.0. I think of this as a different, completely and totally different web. I do understand that Web 3.0 and 2.0 and 1.0 can all be on Holochain. But I do believe that what's going to spawn from Holochain is something that we can't even imagine. I do believe that is coming. Not anytime soon, not anytime within the 2-3 years, but within the next 6 or 7 years, I believe that we're going to see some amazing stuff. And mind you guys, remember, we have people who are, I believe it's Tesla, we have them already looking to mass produce real live robots that walk around and help you and different things like that. And just imagine if they had I'm going too far. I'm going to leave it right there. All right. Sorry, you guys, but I got to leave it right there. I have my reasons. Okay. Last question by Umpa did that beat. Umpa did that beat. Umpa did that beat. The beat. Umpa did the beat. Yeah. Umpa did the beat. Okay, so anyway, try to say that 3 times fast, and I'm not going to. Where are all the Holoport unboxing videos? That is an excellent question. And again, like, I have my own theories behind it. I don't know whether you receive, I would love for people to tell me, hey, I would love for somebody to say, hey, I got my Holoport box. I'm unboxing my Holoport, but it says don't make too many videos on it because they're really trying to understand or really trying to do some stuff or whatever. I don't know what's going on. Maybe some of the people who have Holoports are like, oh man, I got a Holoport, man. I'm gonna keep this in there. Hopefully the government don't come in and try to take it away, take my machine away from me. That's not even a currency. That's gonna they're just gonna take it away and send me to jail, and they don't even understand. Although in America that is this is a good possibility. But anyway, the point is that, come on, like, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand why people don't have their Holoports out. Okay. I just don't. So again, yeah, I don't get it. As soon as I start uploading this video, I'm going to go online and I'm going to try to find people unboxing. Now, I have seen a couple, right? Did they get special permission? Do they have something? Is there like a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, that somebody have to sign or something like that in order to put on a tube? Or maybe, just maybe, they're like, hey, you know what? They don't want the Holoports out, and they want to keep the Holoports to a minimum and not show people about the Holoports or anything else in between, because the more people who want Holoports, the more Holo Fuel is going to be created, which then again is going to take away from what? Their pockets. I don't know. If I get a Holoport, I will be sure immediate to let you guys know, and I will be doing an unboxing. And in order for them to tell me not to do an unboxing, they're gonna have to send my ass to New Zealand with a nice big huge hot tub and a couple $1 million, because I need to be able to get a way to get over there, because it's expensive to live over there. And at least with $2 million, I can get started over there and, you know, build my foundation and stuff like that, and you know, maybe get a job over there or something. But yeah, hey, that's my selling point. That's my selling point right there. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that. Those are the questions. Those are my opinions of exactly what I think is going to happen. You guys, I'm telling you, there is so much going on in the crypto space right now. So for some of you guys, just to close, I stated already that Holochain, that the hot token is going to continue to follow Bitcoin. So since Bitcoin is where it's at, which is unbelievable because other people are like, why is it still there as well? Nobody knows what's going on in the crypto space. Look, at this moment, my previous statement about a 10, 15 cent hot token, I don't know. Whatever's going to happen is going to follow Bitcoin. Now, the only time it's not going to follow Bitcoin is if people start getting an idea of, wait, this is coming out and we can use this. And by the way, I'm looking at the U.S. regulators because they had something today, and I have to do more research on exactly what was going on and what was talked about. But apparently, they're stating that, hey, we need rules and regulations. And then, you know, one side is saying, hey, we get that you need rules and regulations, but this is something that is great and advanced technology that can move forward. You know, well, we need KYC laws and all this kind of stuff. So all of these things, really, to be honest with you guys, the way it's set up, Holochain provides a lot of the solutions to provides a solution to a lot of the problems that we are facing here in America as far as identifying. And now, really, like I said, when the hot token comes out, it's not going, well, when the hot token is available in America, it's not going to be a security. It's going to be impossible to be a security because it's backed by holofuel, which is a type of energy. Oh my goodness, I'm going back and forth. Anyway, the point is that I can get really deep into it, but anyway, thank you guys so much. I know this was a long video, but again, like I said, these are things that are on everyone's mind. Oh, and by the way, we'll see. I'll let you guys know after the AMA exactly what question I asked. We'll see if they answer that question. But you know, one of the things is I think that they need to really start buckling down and answering these questions because it's on a lot of people's minds. There's a lot of confusion. It's probably one of the reasons that's keeping a lot of people like, hey, what's going on here? You got all kinds of stuff. You guys, they need to be more organized. There's so many more things, so much more things that they can be working on. They can do more efficiently. And they're not a bad company. They're not bad people, at least not as far as I know. I don't know them personally. I don't think they're evil. They have evil intentions to destroy the world or anything like that. But I do understand that everybody has strengths, weaknesses, and that's just the way business is. And so when you take a look at your SWOT analysis, and when I look at their SWOT analysis, and I'm looking at things from a technical side and their advantages and disadvantages, and I'm looking at who's talking and who's not talking in these AMAs about specific subjects, I know exactly what's going on. That tells me everything or a lot of what I need to know. So anyway, you guys, please do your own research, and last but not least, please stay safe out there. Now, right after this video, I'm going to post something for my Shiba Inu fans, my Doge fans, and there's something called Bryce Bitrise. Again, I'm going to ask, those are 3 different levels of meme coins. And Safe Moon. It's 3 different levels of meme coins. And I just got a really good question for all of you guys who are involved with those. Anyways, guys, take it easy. Thanks. Stay safe. Bye.